The following is a special presentation of 10 TV.
I can't stay. I told them to unravel this stuff before I come out here, for God's sakes. It's freezing to death right now. Jingle bells, I just sang to myself, forget the help. Jingle all the way. What's amazing is the zoo has about 3 million lights, but when I get done with my beautiful hut here, there's gonna be more like 6 million lights. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a 4-horse or 2-horse sleigh or whatever it is. I've got to find some electricity. My lights here, there's just not enough electricity anywhere. Oh, shoot. Why did they put a plug over here anyway? I don't know in the first place. It's ridiculous. They said there's a plug behind this can. Plug back there at all. Oh, excuse me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, girls. Man alive. It's all plugged up. I gotta find a plug. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. So, do you know where a plug is? A plug? I need help, I swear. Can you find a plug? I'm freezing right now. I'm just finished the lights up. Excuse me, do you know where the electric plugs are, please?
Yeah, right over there.
Obviously, you don't work here, forget it. They moved me down to maintenance is what happened. Yeah, sad. Now, there's gotta be a plug around here somewhere. Trees, everything's, oh, there's a plug right there. Oh my gosh. Let me see which way it goes here. I must say, I did a good job on that. Happy holidays, everybody.
From the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, it's Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special.
Hey, Jack.
Oh, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you. And happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to the Columbus Zoo.
It's time for Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special right here on 10 TV.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out tonight, because I'll tell you one thing, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
We are, and we can't wait to see all of these beautiful lights out here.
I tell you, there's going to be something else, because I love to come here in the daytime, seeing the animals, but always at this time of year, wait for the lights to come on. It's one of the highlights I've ever had at the zoo.
Just want to make a whole day of it,
Yep.
and that's what we did earlier. We came, we hung out with Jack. We saw these cute little polar bears, gorillas,
Yep.
even elephants.
Yep.
And of course, now it's time to see those beautiful lights.
Oh, there's a whole lot to see out here. So sit back, relax, and stay with us for the next hour as we show you the Columbus Zoo and Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights.
The holiday season comes alive at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. We'll tour the zoo with our host, Jack Hanna, as he shares stories and his fond memories of wildlights.
Plus, Angela Ann will show us what it takes to keep all the zoo's creatures well fed.
It's not a good day at the zoo until you smell like fish.
Jack Hanna shares the story of the zoo's amazing gorilla program, and we'll take a winter swim with the polar bears.
We'll get up close to a gigantic bull elephant, feed a magnificent rhinoceros, and discover more about these beautiful pachyderms.
And Pete Scalia finds out how the zoo's animal care center makes sure the animals are healthy and happy.
Wildlights is a wonder of sight and sound, and a favorite of children and adults. Stay in your seats. Our journey through the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium's Wildlights begins right now.
All right, this is going to be a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I got a few friends that are going to come in here and see you right now.
Is
I'll
that
tell you
right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, look at that!
Now, what is this of all the cold nights tonight? A penguin, right?
What a welcome.
Yeah, aren't they something?
Tell us about these guys.
Oh, these are black-footed penguins, endangered species from South Africa. Now, they're warm weather penguins. It's not 50 below zero.
Uh-huh.
Right.
These animals can go to maybe not about 40 above zero, right?
Yeah.
I went in Antarctica when I filmed down the South Pole, they can go like 50 to below zero. So they look exactly the same, don't they?
They do. Now, they're part of your outreach program. Tell us about that.
All right, the outreach program is something we've done a year round with Susie Rapp and all of her team here. We started about, I'd say, 35 years ago. I've been here 40 years this year. And we started this to show people, take these animals, because people can't get to Antarctica. They can't get to South Africa.
Right.
And so we want to teach them about the penguin.
They're so docile.
Yeah, they are.
You know, this bird here has more feathers per square inch than any bird in the world.
Is
The
that
penguin,
right?
Yeah.
It's yeah, look at these little
That helps them stay
small
warm, obviously,
feathers.
But aren't they cute?
Very cute, and we're matching.
You are.
I'm dressed like a penguin today.
Dressed like a
Yeah,
penguin
remember
today.
something. They're monogamous. They mate for life, too.
Oh,
Beautiful.
they're
Yep.
adorable.
Well, 10 TV's Pete Scalia has a story about another form of outreach that these animals do. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, I have something really special for you now. We're outside the newly renovated Jack Hanna Animal Promotions Complex and want to bring over my buddy Sean. Sean, great to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. So what do we have inside?
We have inside a couple animals that have a special, unique talent that we want to show you guys and all the folks out there and let you see their artistic ability and what they can do.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go. So this is halibut and chovy. These are African penguins. They're also known as African black-footed penguins. And these guys would be found off the southern tip and some of the southern islands in Africa.
Now, you mentioned, though, that there aren't a lot of these guys left, though.
Yeah, this is an endangered species, and what we've seen over the past 10 years is about a 50% decline in the population. And the unfortunate piece is a lot of that has to do with some of us as humans.
Like how so?
Overfishing in the waters there in South Africa, they're having to go further and further away from shore to find these fish because the fish are moving away from those fishing areas. But we have to find unique ways to get the message out. If we can connect people with these birds and make them fall in love with penguins, we know that we can inspire them to stand side by side with us and go out and support these animals in the wild.
All right, so Sean, I see we have some canvases on the floor. What's that about?
Well, and so we were just talking about getting that message out, and the one way we like to do that is to allow these birds to paint. I want to bring Tiffany Dollins out here, who has spent a lot of time with these birds and spends a lot of time working with them on painting and enrichment, and helped raise these two birds too. So she knows a lot about these specific birds here.
So Tiffany, so tell me, how do you get penguins interested in painting?
Well, you know, it really starts from the very beginning. What we wanted to do when we started growing our colony of penguins is get more people to interact with them, to spread their message. That's the most important part.
I mean, because it seems like obviously it's cool for us to watch the penguins do these things and to interact with them, but it's also good for the birds too?
Yes, it's very enriching. So enrichment is anything, any stimulus that we can provide them that's something different. Hopefully they'll enjoy it. So when we bring them into a new space, that can be enriching for them. Walking over a new substrate like the paper or the canvas, that can be enriching. And then they don't even realize they're creating a masterpiece in the process.
Well, Tiffany, I think that one actually might be great for Jerry, but this one has Yolanda's name written all over it.
Absolutely.
This would be great.
Wow, those penguins are real artists. That's some pretty cool stuff.
It really is cool. And you know what? The penguins aren't the only ones that are creating artwork here. A lot of other creature-made artwork is for sale, right, Jack?
It's amazing. Bears, snakes, cheetah, elephants, all making their paw prints in these things. I'll tell you, when you get them and you put them and frame them, what is that? My gosh, like that modern, they don't believe it when you tell them.
Well, I mean, yeah, when does an elephant and a cheetah and a snake create a painting?
No,
it's quite original.
Yeah, it's hard to get your dog at home to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck with that.
Well, raising awareness, though, while also raising funds. That's a win-win for everybody.
It sure is, especially for the zoo, especially for those that have those prints to tell people about them.
Yeah, really cool. We also have another little friend here that we'd like to meet.
We sure do. This animal's in Ohio. This animal right here, everybody.
Oh, what is that?
It's a bobcat.
Oh.
Wow.
Now, those people want to watch this. This is Brandon, Susie Rapp's daughter, and has been raised with these animals well, she was born in the zoo, not born in the zoo, but she was born I hope her mother's not here. Anyway, so she has raised about everything.
Yeah.
And this is something very rare. I've seen people trying it. Well, it's illegal to have a bobcat as a pet.
Is that right?
It may look like people watching this at home. No, you don't want to try this. Only because she's been around this cat here at the zoo ever since the thing was born. A lot of these animals don't make it when they're born out there, especially in the wild. It's a beautiful animal. You know, the mountain lions are our largest cat in the northern hemisphere.
Is she protected?
No, this animal's not an endangered species. No.
Okay, that's good.
The animal, though, you see how size he'll get a little bit bigger than this. See the bobcat? The reason is, see back here, everybody? That's the bobtail. That's why I call it a bobcat.
Oh, okay.
Bobtail.
And don't be fooled. I mean, she may look like a house cat in the face a little bit, but that is not what this is.
That thing can rip you apart in a second.
Yeah.
But there are something else here. When you remember, an animal that's in a lot of states in our country.
Yeah.
That's not like the mountain lion. You don't have them in many states anymore.
Right, right.
But this animal, you do.
Oh, she's trying to get away. Well, you know, Jack, we're standing in front of a conservation lake. Conservation Lake is absolutely beautiful, and this is where, you know, that some of the different animated light shows take place here at the zoo. It's absolutely beautiful. This takes place, every 15 minutes.
It's absolutely spectacular.
And it just shimmers on that water. It looks like a mirror, and we should tell our viewers that all this is powered by AEP, and these are all LED lights.
And you know, our Mike Davis has been out. He's been among the people out here, and he is actually standing by with a Wildlights quiz of his own. So take it away, Mike.
All right, AEP Ohio is a proud sponsor of Wildlights, and they want to know how you help conserve energy in your home. So we have a little energy-saving quiz for these two guys. I have Levi and Elijah with me here today. Are you enjoying Wildlights this year, first of all?
Yes, sir, so far.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I mean, how can you not enjoy? So what's been your favorite part so far? What have you seen, Elijah?
Oh, the show, I mean, and the awesome songs on there, and like the beautiful lights.
I like the way the lights go with us. Are you the same?
Yeah, it's a syncopation with the lights, yeah.
Syncopation, that is our word for the evening. So we're getting educated here. Okay, so here's your quiz question. To save energy for the Wildlife's holiday display here at the Columbus Zoo, they use A, candles, B, incandescent bulbs, or C, LED lights. And you can find, I mean, the whole final answer thing. You're gonna pull your resources. What do you think?
LED lights.
Yep, C. C, LED lights. You are correct. You win LED lights. So congratulations on behalf of AEP Ohio. So that is great. AEP Ohio efficiently powers Wildlights at the Columbus Zoo, and they want you to save energy in your home this holiday season as well. Winners, all winners. It's fun here at Wildlights.
Well, we're just getting started here at the Columbus Zoo.
Angela Ann will join us after the break.
Did you know the Columbus Zoo is home to 12,000 animals? How do they keep them all fed? Just toss? Yep. Okay. I'll go inside the kitchen coming up.
You don't want to miss that.
You don't. More to come on Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special. Let's take a look at these lights here.
That's gorgeous.
Man, that is magnificent.
Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special on 10 TV is brought to you by AEP Ohio, Pepsi, and the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
Hi Jack, my name is Connor, and I want to know what is your favorite color and why?
Oh, my favorite color is green. Not necessarily because of green movement, that's important. My favorite color is green because it brightens me up. I love to see green. I love to see the green leaves in the summertime, all the green grass. I love the smell of green. When you think of green, you think of leaves and grass and nature and growth. Everything growing and coming back to life is what I think of green.
You don't know Jack!
Come early for the animals, but stay late for the lights. We're back now inside the Pachyderm building at the Columbus Zoo. And Jack, let's address the elephant in the room here. Tell us about this animal.
Well, we're standing out here. That's Hank, one of the largest elephants you'll ever see in the world. Not just in zoological parks. Even I've been to Asia, Africa, I don't know how many times. You'll very rarely see that. How much do you think he weighs, that elephant, that male, that bull?
A couple times.
18,000 pounds or so.
What?
18,000 pounds.
Yeah. And I'm sorry to say to the viewers, you see the tusk there. That's been stopped mostly in China now, while they were poached. And so hopefully it's getting better, but this animal is magnificent. And look at the size of that thing.
It's beautiful.
And the main thing about the elephant, everybody, like you might get the flu and be upset over that you're sick. The main thing about these elephants is these guys that work here, those feet have to be monitored every single day, the foot of an elephant. I've seen them in Africa when they have a bad foot, the animal's not gonna make it. You can imagine the weight, you follow me?
Oh, the weight.
We as humans can have a bad foot. These animals cannot have one. And then when people come here in the wintertime, they can come in here and just really look through the walls here and stuff. That trunk has 30,000 muscles in it. That trunk can go like this in a split second, knock you right through the wall. Wow. And so they can pick up a grain of sand or they can pick up half this building.
What beautiful animals there, but they're not the only pachyderm you've got in this building now, right?
Right.
We got Rosie.
Oh, that's right, Rosie.
What is Rosie?
Well, Rosie's a rhino, one of my wife's favorite animals. We love all animals, but this one here is prehistoric as well. Some people say that it's like a dinosaur or something. Well, I've never seen a dinosaur, really.
Yeah.
You see the ones, you see the armor plated, that kind of thing? You can go up to Rosie.
Yeah, her skin, I felt her skin earlier. It's really, it's tough. And it's
now, the eyesight of the animal is not good at all.
No.
Her eyesight's
The
not
hearing
good?
and smell is outstanding. You see the little lip here? See this? Look at that lip. See that?
That's a lip. Mm-hmm.
This animal goes up in little bushes and picks leaves off, things like that, or whatever it might be.
So is she pretty fast?
Yeah, they're fast, like a bullet.
Like a bullet, really?
Yeah, I've seen them run before. You felt the skin, right?
Right, and it's just, it's
same
hard
as the elephant.
and rough.
The pachyderm means thick skin.
Okay.
And you look at this animal, that's a pachyderm, that's a pachyderm back there.
And the thick,
You see the mud on them, right?
Right.
You see the elephant all the time in Africa, putting mud on him, walling around in it, putting the water with his trunk on his back. That helps keep them cool off, that kind of thing, as well as a lot of little insects and things climbing all over them. Back in the old days, when I used to go to Kroger, the zoo had no money. I'd take the little van up there and pick my buckets, and I'd get all the leftover lettuces and breads, and I mean everything. That's how they literally kept us alive here.
Wow. Now you just touched on that, the nutritional area where they prepare all the food for the animals.
Yeah, it's much different
here.
today. Today they prepare food with every kind of vitamin this animal needs. I mean, this animal has everything in the world now.
Well, our Angela Ann actually took a tour of that, so she's gonna.
Oh, she did tour.
Yeah, she's touring that, so we're gonna see that right now. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna take a look because you know what? I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it? Well, Angela did. She's gonna show you.
They didn't invite me in there.
Hi guys, so we all know cooking is not my forte, but imagine cooking for a family of 10,000 animals. They do that every day here at the newly expanded Animal Nutrition Center at the Columbus Zoo. Lisa here has been working 16 years prepping food for every single animal. What are you making now?
So right now I'm working on the Nocturnal bin, which is the Australia area. So we have our little cookbook here.
Oh, so this is kind of your recipe, if you will, for every animal?
Yes, so we have all the diets in here.
And every day you guys go through this book for every single animal?
Yes, we have a different book for each day. Yep.
The food stats for the Animal Nutrition Center are huge. 32 tons of bananas, 35 tons of carnivore meat, 39 tons of apples, 400,000 maggots, more than 4.5 million mealworms, and the list goes on and on. So now you're getting an inside look at the freezer here at the Animal Nutrition Center. And if you look around, it has every kind of food from the produce to what the animals get for the carnivores. And when we talk about what's frozen, it's because some of the food the zoo can't get year-round, so they have to freeze it. They even have frozen leaves here. But all of this here is helping the animals flourish here at the Columbus Zoo. For the sea eagles,
we have some mice, and some rats, and some sardines.
And for the cuddly cutie from down under, the koala, it is an endless diet of eucalyptus. Plus, there's an entire greenhouse of eucalyptus just to make sure the zoo never runs out. For the carnivores, there's carnivore meat, plus rodents and rabbits. Hey, it's the circle of life. And for the songbirds, they just love those crickets and mealworms. Over in Discovery Reef, a wide variety of food is served. The food is cut into different sizes to match the mouth size of all the inhabitants of the reef to make sure every fish gets their fair share. And you can't forget about the polar bears in Polar Frontier. The bears get thousands of pounds of fresh fish every year. So we're here at the Manatee Coast, and Dan is about to start the buffet. The food just got here. Tell me what happens from here on out.
Well, once the food comes from Animal Nutrition, some of it comes delivered from our guys, and then we get a truck of lettuce almost every other day.
And it goes right in there?
Goes right in here.
Whoa.
We've got lettuce prepped for feeding right away. It saves a little time and it makes everything a little bit easier.
All right, well, I think they're hungry, so let's go.
All right.
Let's do it. The manatees feed on romaine lettuce off the surface of the water and from an ingenious device that takes the romaine lettuce right to the manatees. These guys will go through more than 4,000 cases of lettuce every year. Feeding our animal friends here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium is all in a day's work for the crew at the new and improved Animal Nutrition Center.
Boy, I tell you, I'm hungry after watching that.
All right, I think it's time we get Jack a snack.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Have you heard? There's something fishy about Santa here at the zoo. I've got that story coming up.
Plus, we're headed to new frontiers, the polar frontier, as Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights continues on 10 TV.
Well, welcome back to the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. I'm Jerry Revish alongside Yolanda Harris and Jungle Jack Hanna.
And look what we have here. It's Rudolph and Bumble. You can see these guys in the 40 Theater here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Right now, we're in the Shores region of the zoo in front of another animated light show called Jingle Ball. Take a look. Aren't these spheres really, really cool? So cool.
Very, very cool. The aquarium is right over there. And Angela Ann has tracked down a special guy who you could say has just dived right in to the holiday season.
Well, the aquarium is a great place to see marine life and to stop in during Wildlights to warm up. But you never know who you might find when you come inside. Let's go. As you would expect, the aquarium at the Columbus Zoo is packed to the gills with all kinds of cool-to-look-at fish. Add in several different species of sharks, and there's a lot to see.
The tank behind me, what this building represents is an Indo-Pacific reef. So most of the fish that are in here are representative of that area of the world. We have approximately 35 species in the tank behind me, right around 350 or so fish.
The fish are almost always the main attraction, but every year during Wildlights, you can see something else, or should I say, someone else in the huge tank. He doesn't quite come down the chimney, but Scuba Santa climbs down his ladder and makes a huge splash with everyone in attendance. Scuba St. Nick makes sure to say hi to all the kids while also taking time to feed his friends in the giant tank. For the youngsters and even their parents, they all say it's something you just have to see.
It was so awesome seeing Santa in there, and it's his first Christmas, so it's his first time seeing Santa. So we thought it was really cool when we walked in. Yeah, it's really cool.
If you want to get in on all the fun, just stop by the aquarium a little before 7 p.m. Scuba Santa will make his dive every night with the last plunge of the season set for December 23rd.
Well, that was a lot of fun. If you have a Christmas list for Santa, you might want to put it in a watertight container first. But I think we found a much drier Santa on the other side of the zoo.
This is really nice.
What's up, Minute?
All right, well, Jack, who do we have here? Look at here.
Well, you can see they're gorillas. You know, I have not been in here in quite a while, but I used to come here every single day when I first came to Columbus Zoo. But our gorilla habitat was nothing like this. But these are some of the younger gorillas here. Mac was back over here. He's like one of the oldest in the place here right now.
Yeah.
Of course, Colo lived here as well.
Yeah.
But the first gorilla ever born in the world, the first twin gorillas ever born in the world was here at the Columbus Zoo. So we're noted for that all over the world.
Yeah, you are. We're here in the Congo expedition of the zoo, and I got to tell you, if you want to visit these guys, you got to be out here before 5 o'clock. What, they go to bed early?
Yeah, like I guess some of us, when it gets dark, that's when we start going out. But with the gorillas, even when I watch them here at the Columbus Zoo, they start building their nest. And in Rwanda, where I see the mountain gorillas, it starts getting dark, they start making their nest. So that's what, just like, you know, it's daylight and dark.
Well, do these gorillas, they have a way to communicate with us?
Well, they'll communicate all right. You saw one in a minute, didn't you? When you almost, some people, when you see this, everybody, sometimes they'll come at the glass and kick it. They're not there to hurt you, basically. They're there to kind of show off, so to speak. That's why we ask people not to sit and bang on the glasses here and things like that.
Because the sign says gorillas can slap the glass, you may not.
Well, Jack, this whole thing is about families, right? We've got families in here.
I think we have 3 families in the zoo right now. That's Mac back there. Mac's been here many, many years. One of the oldest gorillas we have. Okay. And you can see the silverback, right? You see the silver?
Yeah.
We refer to silverback. Like right here, if you look at my chest, it's silver hair.
Right.
just like Mac.
Exactly.
Okay.
People don't know what it means.
Right.
And they call it it's called silverback because of the animal getting older. That animal's power right there, by the way. You see those hands?
Yeah.
You see the coconut, green coconut? You can't even bust it open with a hammer or with a sledgehammer with a thing almost.
Yeah.
That animal can take a coconut and go like this.
With his
and marshmallow.
Wow.
The power is unbelievable, these creatures. It really is. Look how he's looking at you, studying you.
I know. I was just like, what is he thinking?
Yeah, this is one JJ, a new little baby on the other side of the mama over there was nursing her. He's about a year old. So you can see the family here, and he's the boss.
Well, they're beautiful, majestic, so interesting to be out here. And I tell you what, believe it or not, the zoo has a veterinarian hospital where it's on site here at the zoo, and they can take a 600-pound beast like these guys and perform complicated procedures and surgeries. And the hospital was recently remodeled and expanded, and our Pete Scalia got a tour.
When it first opened in 1990, the Animal Health Center took care of the zoo's 1,700 animals and 385 different species. Now the zoo has over 10,000 animals and 800 different species, which is why that expansion was so important.
I toured the new Animal Health Center with Dr. Randy Youngie.
We're really excited about the expansions. We moved into this building last summer. It took about a year to do the completion. The original animal hospital was built in 1990 when we had 2 vets and 2,000 animals. Now we've got 10,000 animals and 4 veterinarians. We just basically ran out of space.
So when it comes to treatment for the animals, do they get regular checkups as well as other procedures?
Some of both. Some animals get a regularly scheduled checkup. Some animals get opportunistic checkups as needed. And there's always emergencies and sicknesses, and just like your pets or your kids, vomiting and diarrhea and limping, all those sorts of things happen in our zoo animals just like they do in your pets.
Wow. Well, I know just a short time ago we saw the artistic abilities of some of the penguins, but I understand one of them is having a procedure done today.
Barry is in the treatment room with Dr. Love. He's having a checkup on an infected gland.
Oh no. Let's go see how he's doing.
Dr. David Love is another one of the veterinarians who take care of the animals here at the Columbus Zoo's Animal Health Center.
So this is Barry. He's an African penguin. He is having some issues molting, so shedding his feathers and getting his new feather plumage. Prognosis is great for him. Otherwise, he's a very healthy penguin.
The expansion of the zoo's hospital provides the animals with state-of-the-art machines, medicines, and facilities to provide the best care possible. From a new pathology lab to the additional laboratory space for research programs, this new facility meets the needs of the more than 10,000 animals who live at the zoo.
Wow, well, the facility is just simply awesome. Dr. Randy, thanks so much for showing us around.
You're very welcome. We're very happy here.
Wow, what a great improvement for the zoo. Thanks, Pete.
Okay, we're here in Polar Frontier with all of these beautiful red and white lights. This place looks amazing, Jack.
It sure does. However, you ready to go find Santa?
Yes,
we are.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Coming up on Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights, a visit with the coolest bears at the Columbus Zoo. And we'll meet a new batch of babies born this year.
Hi Jack, my name's Madison, and I want to know what animal scares you the most.
The one that scares me the most, I guess you would say, is ones that can be unpredictable. That could be a reptile, and I love reptiles, by the way. That could be my cockroaches. They go to the bathroom on me. I don't like that. It doesn't scare me, but it upsets me. And unpredictable could mean, when you're in the ocean, not when you're diving with the great whites, or like I dive with the big tiger sharks. But Jungle Jack's not afraid of nothing.
You don't know Jack!
Well, welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights. We're in the North American region of the zoo now, in an area called Polar Frontier.
And it's beautiful. Back here stands this 42-foot tall sparkling spruce, and this is really a must-see here at the zoo. In fact, this tree actually tells a story with synchronized LED lights and music.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things I come to here to see this. It really is. It's unbelievable coming up here, not just the walkway, but seeing this tree and all the polar bears, everything.
Yeah, everything's beautiful out here at the zoo. You gotta come. So we got a special little friend here. Let's take a look.
Yeah, sure
Who's
do.
this?
This is my kangaroo, and this is my daughter Julie right there, but here you go.
Hi, Julie.
Yep. Come here, buddy.
Oh, the kangaroo.
This is a kangaroo. It's a marsupial, everybody. Raised in a
Okay.
pouch, not the mommy's tummy. And the kangaroo can go about like 30 miles an hour, 40 feet hop at a time, 30 feet hop at a time, 40 miles an hour. And they're a beautiful animal. They really are. They're iconic in Australia, obviously.
Wow, and you said you got to watch out because if he jumps out of this bag, he'll get out and start
That's
kicking
right.
us.
And by the way, we have a walkabout with the kangaroos in the summer and spring.
Okay.
Walk with them.
wow.
And you can walk about with them?
Yeah, yeah.
That is amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. Boy, pretty. You know what? Zoo babies, that's another wonderful thing. Another reason why the holidays are so special here at the zoo. And there have been many beautiful babies born here this year.
That's right. Tracy Townsend has the baby beat and reports on the cutest residents you can see right here at the Columbus Zoo.
Nothing brings out the holiday feeling at Wildlights more than watching the kids experience the magic of the season. This is especially true for the zoo staff who get to care for the zoo babies who are new to the Columbus Zoo this year. Our first baby encounter is with a seasonal favorite, the popular baby polar bears, Nunik and Neva. When we visited, they were 6 months old and full of energy. The little ones really love watching the busy bears.
Kids love the polar bears, and what's really great is the polar bears love the kids. The cubs take all of their cues from mom, so mom is so accustomed to seeing all of the guests out here that the cubs have never even noticed that there's a lot of people. So they like to come up and put their paws up on the glass and kind of peek over at kids, and it really gives our guests a chance to get up close and personal with a bear in a way that they never would be able to in any other place.
Over in the Heart of Africa exhibit, a baby wildebeest was born, a first for the zoo for this species.
Earlier in June, we were super excited because we welcomed a new baby wildebeest to the savannah. This was a first for the Columbus Zoo, first for the staff here too, and we were just so excited and just amazed that we could be part of it.
And what does a 1-month-old wildebeest do in the Heart of Africa savannah?
She does anything she wants, to be honest with you. We've had so much fun watching her play and bounce around.
Over in the North America area, you won't find a partridge in a pear tree, but there are babies everywhere in the songbird aviary. Most of the birds are rehab animals, so it's really nice to see these bluebird and baby oriole chicks thriving. And we can't forget our cute baby warthog, RJ, who is barely 6 or 7 pounds right now, but he will grow to over 100 pounds. And this little guy really loves feeding time and playing with his toys and blankets. These baby births are a joy for both zoo visitors as well as the zookeepers, making the holidays at Wildlights that much more special.
One of the most amazing stories of the Columbus Zoo in the past couple of years have been the multiple polar bear births out here. And right behind us, you see the youngest polar bear cubs. This is Nunik and Neva. They were born just over a year and a half ago, and they're not really small anymore.
No, they're not.
You got to be really proud of the breeding program here at the zoo for these polar bears.
Well, these are some of the only ones born in the country. By the way, they love the water. These animals, I can't believe they're not in the water right now, but they love this water here. When they jump in here, this water is almost ready to ice skate on.
Oh my goodness.
Now right now, see, they're being fed something. They might go in there. We have loud trout in here, by the way, too, for the polar bear. And people come up here, folks, in the wintertime. There's quite a few animals. You've seen this over the last few days. How many animals are here at the zoo in the winter? Yeah. And up here especially you want to come because go underneath there. See that down there? Look at it down here. There's a tube you go into and let the polar bear swim over you.
Yeah, that's right. That's beautiful. That's a great, great shot. You don't get that just by watching them on TV.
No, you sure don't. Yeah. You might ask me how they take the cold weather, how they get the cold water.
Yeah, how do they stay warm? They want to go in the water.
Like
I think
hollow.
they're thinking about
Each hair is like a hollow thing.
Their hair is hollow?
Plus their skin being different colors with the heat of the sun. That helps them a great deal. There's a little one there. Right now I'm shaking. I'm so cold.
Oh, that water's got to be so cold in there. That water's got to be so cold.
They are something else, aren't they? And let me tell you something. They can swim down 100 feet in the ocean if they have to go get something.
Wow.
It's an amazing animal. It really is, everybody.
Yeah. So are the adults as playful as the little guys too?
Yes and no. You know, the ones when I filmed up there, I really don't get that close. A polar bear, you remember something, everyone. They're on ice up there, right? They don't have like other little animals. They don't have little trees to hide under. When they have to go for a hunt, they have to go for a hunt. And you just can't interrupt them at all, which we don't. And we'll sit there and watch them, go in the holes of those, get all kind of creatures out of the ocean. Yeah. It's amazing how they can go in a hole this big, that whole body, and grab something, pops up out of there. But again, we talk about Colo, the first gorilla. We talk about what the Columbus Zoo does up here. It's amazing. All these folks in this whole area that support this zoo, we're the only zoo that had like 3 babies. I mean, we had the twin, we had that
right,
one, and we had Nora. Remember Nora?
Yeah. Sure.
I can go to England, they talk to me about Nora. I can go literally to Africa,
She's
South
a
Africa.
Superstar.
People in South Africa, hey, what's that Nora doing? My gosh, I don't really know what Nora's doing today.
Yeah.
That hit the news all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's doing a beautiful job with it,
yeah.
isn't it?
Thanks for showing us the polar bears. Thanks, Jack.
My favorite.
Well, our Mike Davies has been out and about here at Wildlights talking to a lot of different people about what they've seen so far, and now he's got another energizing quiz for us.
All right, we're going to have some fun here. AEP Ohio officially powers the lights here at Wildlights every year, and it is great. And they want you to save money in your home this holiday season as well. So I have a couple of people with me here. This is Cameron, and you are?
Amy.
Amy, and we're going to ask you a question. You mind if we ask you a quick question? Okay, we got the light show behind us. We got the music. First of all, I just also want to ask you, are you enjoying Wildlights this year?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part?
The music.
See, a lot of people go with the music, and if you're down here by this body of water, which happens to have something to do with our question, you really do like the show. So, okay, here's the thing. AEP officially powers all the attractions here at Wildlights, including this animated light show and the music going on behind us. So the question is, what body of water is this behind us? Is it A, Indian Lake? Is it B, Conservation Lake? Or is it C, Buckeye Lake? See, they're pooling their resources, and we'll see if we can get a final answer. What do you think?
I think B.
B, Conservation Lake. Ding, 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 ding. You're correct. Great answer, and we have a gift for you. Some energy-efficient LED lights to help celebrate Christmas. You are a winner. We're all winners. Anybody who comes to Wildlights is a winner. AEP Ohio keeps all this lit up beautifully, and now you can light up your house as well. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Look at that beautiful sparkling spruce all lit up for the holidays.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Love that.
Coming up, you're going to notice a lot of construction going on out here.
We'll chat with the Columbus Zoo president and CEO, Tom Sloth, about the improvements being made, including the return of a species to the zoo that hasn't been seen here in more than 20 years, Jack.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be sea lions. Sea lions, everybody. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. Even some waves will be coming through the place there they're going to live, have rocks that they live on. And you're not going to believe what you're going to see there. And they're so cute, too. You wait till you see this. We're so excited.
All right, the sea lions are coming. We'll be right back.
Hi Jack, my name is Lindsay, and I have a question for you. If you could be anyone for one day, who would you be?
You know, it's a good question. I'm fascinated by early man. I think I'd want to be a caveman, I really do, for one day, to see dinosaurs and things like that running around. Now, I probably wouldn't come out of the cave, but I'd peek my eyeballs out and look at them. That's what I want to do.
You don't know Jack!
Well, we are so glad to have Jack Hanna with us tonight out here at the Columbus Zoo. Welcome back to Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights.
Yes, we are going to warm up by this fire because it's cold out here. We're going to warm up while 10 TV's Scott Light meets up with the Columbus Zoo's president and CEO, Tom Stoff.
Thanks, guys. Well, if you've been out here to the Columbus Zoo recently, you've probably seen there are some areas cordoned off, but there are a lot of renovations going on. So let's find out what's happening behind the scenes. I'm with the president and CEO of your Columbus Zoo, Tom Stoff. Tom, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you.
So give me the grand total, first of all, on the lights around us tonight.
Well, there's over 3 million lights.
That is amazing.
It's you know, it's been such a fantastic season. The weather's been very kind to us. People are coming in, they're packing it, and it, you know, it really becomes a family tradition. People want to go out and really enjoy themselves, and it is just so fun.
Let's talk about people coming in. Let's literally start at the front gates and kind of off to the left as you come in near Jungle Jack's Landing. You've got some renovations happening there.
That's a construction zone.
Yeah.
Soon to be Adventure Cove. So we'll have sea lions and seals in Jack Hanna's Animal Encounter Village, a place where people can become a trainer. They can watch a serval cat jump 10 feet in the air, or birds fly over their head, or even a sloth walk right by you. So right over your head. It's going to be amazing to see. You know, the thing that I love about what, you know, Jack and Susie Hanna, they brought to the zoo back in 1978 is inspiring people to care about wildlife and wild places, and to be able to see the unique characteristics of every single animal that we have here. Now we have 12,000 animals. So it's a long day when you want to come to the Columbus Zoo. But that area will be very, very special. And the sea lions and seals, we've had sea lions many years ago, and we want to be able to bring them back in a bigger, better way and really tell their story.
And I understand that the sea lions have quite the travel itinerary.
They came from Shanghai, China, believe it or not. They're California sea lions, originally from the U.S., moved to Germany, ended up in Shanghai, and then they asked us to help.
Let's talk about what's here, and that is camel rides. That's always a fun thing. Speaking of families and, again, traditions to work in.
Yeah, when's the last time you rode a camel, right? It's time to have some fun. It's really fun, and that's what the zoo is doing, you know, every single day. I can hear our train driving by right now. You know, it's about having fun and giving an opportunity for people to experience things that they don't normally do. A camel ride is always fun.
Sure.
And I think that I encourage everyone to come out, have some fun with their families, and experience something they haven't done.
All right, let's fast forward and try to warm it up for our viewers in this way. There are renovations, there's no downtime for Zambezi Bay.
Oh no.
And basically you're opening up in 6 more months again.
And boy, are we opening up a fantastic new area. It's called Otter Banks.
Okay.
Not Outer Banks, but Otter Banks.
O-T-T-E-R.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to keep the otters back here at the zoo, but a place where there's adventure, there's fun, there's a really large layout area for everybody, and more cabanas, you know, some new water slides that are going to be coming out.
Okay.
So it will be a great adventure people are going to love.
Let's talk about the wilds, because there, again, exciting stuff happening there. You've got new cabins around the lake?
Yeah, so there's 110 different lakes at the wilds, nearly 10,000 acres. Now the thing that we're known for is that conservation facility. We have the largest herd of rhinos. We just were recognized by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums for the breeding program that we have. It's unbelievable the things that we're accomplishing. But the thing that I love about the wilds, it gives us an opportunity to let people have a staycation. They can go from Columbus or wherever they're living in Ohio and experience a safari. You feel like you're in Africa and you've never left Ohio. Keep your passports at home. But now we have cabins so you can do overnight family stays. But there's really another special story behind this. We had an individual that contributed to this new facility we've named Straker Lake for Bill Straker, who donated the money to be able to build 7 cabins and a dining hall. So when the general public is not using these cabins, we're going to allow the veterans that are suffering from PTSD to come in with a professional counseling group and actually have a week every month for 6 months to just get out and relax, get back into society, make them healthy, because we want to honor our veterans that serve for us.
That is fantastic.
It's never been done anywhere in the world where we have conservation, exotic animals that are serving a great purpose of sustainability and helping our veterans as we look at what they have done for us. We want to give back, and it all happened because of the Straker family.
That's going to be fantastic. Let's close this way. When I get a person with your title, I've got to ask, you know, when people come up to you and say, Tom, tell me where you take your family. Tell me where you take your friends at the zoo. Give us a little inside information here.
Okay, this is what I'm going to share it with you now.
Okay.
All right, here it is. Scoop. So you get here around 3 o'clock because it gives you an opportunity to go and see our gorilla family and see a lot of the animals that are active because it's now nice and cool. You can go see our polar bears, and then as it's starting to get dark, now you're enjoying the lights. Go say hi to Santa. It's very important.
Yes.
And you can see Rudolph. Rudolph is here, and you see that light show that starts at around 5 o'clock, and now you've had a great time. You've been here for a couple hours. Grab some hot chocolate, maybe dinner, and then off you go.
Off you go. We know that you're busy, so off you go, but thank you for taking the time with us today.
Happy holidays.
Same to you as well, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the holiday cheer keeps rolling along as we meet up with the merry man himself, Santa Claus.
Whoa, Santa, and he knows if you've been bad or good. So, Jerry, Jack, what's going to be in your stockings this Christmas?
I think I've been pretty good.
Jack?
How about you, Jack?
Oh, I've been real good.
Well, there's more to come on Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights Holiday Special.
Hi there, I'm Mike Davis here at the Columbus Zoo. It is Wildlights time, and AEP Ohio powers Wildlights. They want you to help, save some efficiency, do some efficient things in your house as well. So they try to do a lot of that out here. So I've got a couple of contestants, and they're going to play a little quiz game with me. We've got an energy question for you tonight. First of all, tell me who you are.
Nevaeh.
Nevaeh, and you are?
Maggie.
And where are you from?
Columbus.
Columbus, Ohio. Okay, so have you been to Wildlights before?
Yes, we have.
What's your favorite part, Nevaeh?
The big tree.
The big tree. Where's the big tree?
By the polar bears.
By the polar bears. You have a favorite part?
I like the big tree too. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, the big tree is great because we've heard people who like the music. There's just so many things. There's a little something for everyone, and about 3 million lights. So you got to find something you like, right? So, okay, we're going to talk a little bit about wildlife. I have a quiz question for you. So, AEP's energy efficiently powered lights out here are very, very important at Columbus Zoo. But they have some nocturnal animals out here at the zoo. Do you know what nocturnal means?
When the animals sleep during the day.
Yes, and they're out at night. So, okay, so the question is we have to figure out which one of these work best in the dark. Which one is our nocturnal animal? Is it A, the Asian elephant, B, the American bison, or C, the flying fox bat?
What is it?
The flying fox bat?
Did she speak for you too?
Yep, I think that's right.
Well, Nevaeh is right. It is the flying fox bat. That's the nocturnal animal. And there are some of those very energy efficient LED lights. So AEP Ohio wants to make sure your home is energy efficient this winter as well as here at Wildlights. So congratulations, another winner. Have fun at Wildlights. And we got another winner. Love to see it. Come out and see Wildlights. It is great. Powered by AEP Ohio.
All right, thanks, Mike. We're inside now at the Polar Frontier. And Jack, I gotta say, this is the first time I've ever seen bears singing. Have you done this? Have you trained these guys?
Yeah, it took me a long time too. I had to go up toward the North Pole there. Can you imagine the work it took? Honest to gosh, they're doing a pretty good job, aren't they?
They're great.
Well, look
how long did it take? About a year?
Oh yeah, the drums, the violin, the piano. I used to play the piano. My mother made me quit, but they're playing pretty good.
See, so you can come on out here to the Columbus Zoo. You can see the singing bears, and you can stay for Santa.
Yeah.
And ho, ho, ho!
I'm serious, don't scare me like that.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Jack, it's so good to see
Santa,
you.
what are you doing here?
Yes, well, I'm here usually every night to visit with all the children.
Oh, yeah.
And you as well, Jack.
Uh-oh.
And I'm glad I've seen you here because last summer, when you were at the North Pole training the polar bears to sing, you forgot your hat.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my hat.
Your hat, yes. This is your hat.
I'll be darned.
Yes.
You're a Christmas elf.
Well,
Yeah, this is. I'm a
don't you
Christmas-
wanna? Yes, leave it on. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
My goodness. Oh no, you must.
Okay.
You must take this one
Hey,
off. I'll hold that
hey,
for
Santa,
you.
I've been good, Santa.
Yes, you have been good.
I have?
You've had a few moments this summer, but you've redeemed yourself as you always do at the end of the year. So Santa must be off. Merry Christmas!
Bye,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas,
Thank you, Santa.
everyone!
Thank you, Santa.
Jack, what do we got over here?
Oh, let me put my hat back on because this animal knows me from my hat.
Oh, I'll hold your
You want my
Christmas hat for
Okay.
you.
Let me see here.
What is that?
All right, this is a sloth, everyone. If folks can see this a lot of times when they visit here, the sloth is one of the slowest moving land mammals in the world. The prehistoric sloth, the dinosaur era, weighed over 1,000 pounds. Wow. This animal here, everyone, lives most of its life upside down. Even scientists today and people are trying to figure out how in the world this thing hangs upside down all the time with blood to his hair, all there, to his head. This animal here also comes down out of the trees 1 day a week. Why do you think? 1 day a week.
To eat something?
Food?
No, to go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom once a week?
Well, this picture, if you went to, not, if you go to the bathroom in the treetops, it hits the ground like that, and the jaguars, ocelots, all the animals down there, hey, there's
they know
Sloth,
where
let's
he
go
is.
get him, exactly. So this animal's smart enough to do that 1 day a week. This is mostly all here, you can see here.
It's beautiful
And
here.
the sloth is, can live in 3 or 4 trees his whole life, the sloth can. But they're a beautiful animal, and they're not a good pet, by the way. They can bite your hand off in a second if they want to.
So when someone calls you a sloth, this is what you look like.
Yeah, just laying around all day.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
All right, let's say we see some more lights, huh?
I'd love
Oh,
to
got
see.
to.
Jack, show
Got
us some
to.
more lights.
I'll
Let's
do it.
go do it.
We only have about 5 million.
We're heading back outside next at Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights.
Jack Hanna's Into the Wildlights holiday special on 10 TV is brought to you by AEP Ohio, Pepsi, and the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
Hi Jack, my name is Catherine, and I have a question for you. If you could be a zoo director in outer space, how would you think your job would be different?
A zoo director in outer space. The only guy I think of, that when the animals went to the bathroom, it all flowed away. I wouldn't have to collect it and take it to the dump. That's one good reason.
Well, Jack, we've had a wonderful time with you tonight. Sad to say that's all the time we've had, but thank you so much for letting us come out here tonight.
No, thanking anybody, thanking you all. Everybody looks forward to this show every year about these lights in the zoo.
Oh, so beautiful out here too. And Jack, I just want to thank you and showing us around at the zoo, introducing us to all the beautiful animals, including this adorable little fox here. I just love her.
She's beautiful. And if folks at home want a special visit to Wildlights, they can book a Twilight Tour. It's a chauffeur tour on wheels that you can find more about online at columbuszoo.org.
Ooh, I want to go on that Twilight. Can you take us on that?
Well, I can take it, yeah.
Okay, great. Now, before we do that, though, I just want to again thank you, Jack Hanna. Thank you to Tom Sloth and the entire staff here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium.
That's right. And from the entire 10 TV family, we'd like to say
Happy Holidays!
Let's go. We got a tour right now at Twilight.
Let's do it. Let's hold on tight. Jack Hanna's driving.
You have a license for this thing.
No.
Can you drive it? It is beautiful out here.